Oh wow, it really just tanked. Morning, boys. Sup, duds. Do 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 do. Yeah, it really just tanked. I thought we were going to have an unfortunate day where it just kind of ran away again, but it looks like it's pulling back. This overnight value area low, previous day point of control area is very interesting for me. Double stacked levels, right at the exact same level as well. But obviously I won't trade until 10, and this looks very aggressive right now. Buyers stepped in at the bottom, but we've got a lot of aggressive selling, especially right there where it's at now, basically. So we'll see if that wants to come down further or if it's going to pop up from there. Indigo morning. Let's get a developing profile on here. Ugh. 1,448 sellers? Jesus. Where are we on the... Let's go on to a daily chart because I need to know the ATR anyway. 121. Yeah, we're like really closing in on like all-time highs, aren't we? Wow. In the middle of a war. Let's hope Trump doesn't start thinking that war is profitable, otherwise we're all fucked. I think it is just pumping because it's the market's hoping for a peace settlement about to get wrecked. You reckon? I mean, they are right now. Big buyer stepping in. Right from the overnight point of control. Wish it built some more volume up down there. It's clearly got no interest of hanging around down there. Is that a candle gap or is that like a candle that it missed? 47, this is 45, isn't it? Or is that 46? Yeah, 46. We can change time frame and go back. Yeah, I thought so. There we go, value area opened up a little bit just then. No, I don't think that was Daz Indigo. That was Nighthawk. Every New York session this week has been bullish and overnight has been sideways. Yeah, it has. We're only on Wednesday though. Sellers stepping in here at overnight value area high. I honestly want this to push a bit lower, because if this just shoots up, I'm not going to get a trade. I've got 10 more minutes until my window opens. If I see something really clean, I'll obviously like just before the window. It's not a strict like 10 a.m. or if like at 9:59, 9:58 I see something clean. I just need the profile to develop enough so I can trust it. Developing profile. I honestly wouldn't mind taking a stab just at that double stacked level with like an 8-point start. I will put my limit order there, to be honest, actually, just because like it is... I'm bullish on the day. 8 micros. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not so sure on the long down there just sizing wise. 8 micros is a pain in the arse, so I don't want to over risk and go for a mini. I could do that. Sup, Professor Mac? Morning, I'm new here. Heard about you from KAICAP. Ah, Mr. Cam. A recommendation from Mr. Cam. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you not think they'll want to keep the 1448 cells underwater? It's like I don't really think about it so much. Like I don't think about it like, oh, these sellers must be in an open position, Daz, because this seller, that could have been a someone that was in a long selling to like get out of their position. It's literally 50-50 as to whether this was someone entering a short or whether it was them exiting a long. I'm also just read like what the effort was, like what someone did here. They sold. What did price do? Well, it didn't go much lower, so we can assume from that the buyers are in control, because then we had also this buyer, which again, this might have been someone entering along, or it could have been someone exiting. It could have been these sellers could have gotten short and then bought back there and done a very, like, you don't know the position, you just know like the execution, whether it was a buy or sell. You would need to pay for real-time data, but in MotiveWave, it's not needed if you, I mean, you don't need to pay for real-time data for TraderBait. If you go through a prop firm, many times a prop firm will just cover the data fee. So, like, if you got a Lucid account, or like an Alpha Futures account, and went through TraderBait, like, they'd cover the data anyway. But yeah, Lucid do cover the MotiveWave data fees too. Return of the Mac of weight, or more weight, should I say. And the point of control's right there, so. Yeah, me and Cam were in talks to potentially do some London sessions together. Like I would be on his stream, like a co-host essentially, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately, just because Cammy's Australian internet makes it basically unable for him to do London. So maybe later in the year we'll get some Kai Capital, Cammy Capital collabs. We'll see. Would be nice. Would be fun. That would have been a quick one-to-one. Ah, well. What can you do? I don't mind the retest of it so much, to be honest. Like now that the developing profile's got a bit more, but that developing value very low is moving away a bit. Maybe we'll even get a profile flip like higher, and then the overnight value very high. What is that? Why is that level like? It's between two levels. It's 25. Let me do this. Now is it going to hover over exactly? Yeah, there we go. Weird little glitch there. But yeah, if we can see POC move like more up here, potentially, and then come back to that overnight value very high one more time. If we get, we need to get lucky to get in on this, really. Morning, Nighthawk. Do you know how to switch from rhythmic to for Lucid duds? With Lucid, you'd have to ask support, and something they might let you, they might not. But yeah, contact support, and that's the only way you're going to be able to if they let you. Just message them and they'll get back to you. Yeah, I know, Daz. That is still like a valid trade though, because like what was a premium is now fair value. Like I say, if this moves higher, then we might see POC shift all the way up here. But like, if you're just reading where the point of controls are as to get a bias, then you can obviously prices going up the past like few days anyway, so it's like duh. But you can see the previous day point of control is down there, which is now a discount. So the overnight participants determined what was fair value yesterday to be a discount, and then now fair value is up here. So now fair value right now is above what the overnight and yesterday's participants considered to be premium. Yeah, I really don't mind that long from around here. I mean, that's a 6-point stop, which is fine. I'm not rushing into anything here. It's literally 9:59. There's no rush to force a trade here. I'll take it if it looks clean. Yeah, I agree, Daz. I do like that as well. I've always been a bit like that, to be honest, as far as like whatever platform I'd be charting on, I'd be entering on a different one. Like executing on a different one. It's nice to keep them separate. It means that when you do enter a trade, you can very easily just look at the price chart, the like your charting platform, and you're not just staring at the P&L, which can cause some issues like psychologically. My POC hasn't moved yet. Really? Huh. That's weird. Are you using if yours looks like that, Daz, you might be using make sure that on your settings of your volume profile that you've got the use historical minute bars not ticked. You don't want to have that box ticked that says use historical minute bars, because that'll be using tick volume, not tick data. You want to use tick data, obviously. Oh, I kind of want to go for that, if we're being real here. it's flipping. I want it to be more confident POC. Ooh, okay. The fact that buyers got absorbed there worries me. I don't even have my risk on this. This is going to be like crazy risk, isn't it? Yeah, 8 micros. Okay. Gonna try that. It's so annoying how like the volatility is a bit lower at the minute. I'm having to go into the minis quite often recently, just because I don't want to risk, like, I don't want to use that many micros because commissions just is a pain. I end up paying half my trading commissions. I've not checked the CVD at all today. Since I use big trades, I tend to check the CVD less and less, honestly. Pretty healthy upside move, I would say, as far as the CVD is concerned. We're around New York view up, has now. Is it? Have you checked your the settings? It's not duds. Daz. Kai's getting his directly low. Yeah, it's that internet. I like the idea if we can, like where we stay right now, the longer we stay there, honestly, the better, because you can see that POC starting to stick out a bit more compared to the other ones, which makes it like a nice target for me, fading from the overnight value area high, current session value area low, and the narrative that we've clearly got a even distribution here. Like, this is a pretty even value area with a drop off in volume at either side. Obviously, I'm not going to fade it from the top. I'm going to fade it from the bottom. Let's see if we get filled. I'm on the right account, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on the right account. Took a little longer than mine to move. Okay. Yeah, maybe internet then, maybe. Don't tease me. I'm going to zoom in on the CVD here. Oh. Or not. Get a read on the CVD. Get an absorption there at the lows. Buyers just stepped in. Value area low moved a tick higher. I'm gonna stay there because I don't like shifting my entry. Like if the value area low moves like that, if it stays there for a while, then I would move it. But I'm not gonna move it just because it popped up by like a tick. Son of a bitch. Fell short by 3 ticks. See, look, the value area low just shifted back lower there. It's dancing between these two levels. Yeah. Fell short on me by 3 ticks there. 3 tick tickle. Or 2 tick if you were going off the... Actually, if you're going from the overnight value area high, you did get 1 tick tickled. Keeping my position where it is. Still a valid trade. You're going from 11.25, Daz? Yeah, you're going from that overnight value area high. Yeah, you did get the 1 tick tickle. I'm a couple ticks behind you. Just because I'm entering on the developing session value area low. Just for risk purposes. Like I'm pushing it a little bit. Going for... I'm not really. I could go to 11, but I'm just gonna stay where I am. I'm not bothering messing it up that much. POC shifted a couple ticks lower as well. See if this is going to take off or not, or if it's going to pop back down and give us another chance. Trump tweet, boom. Imagine. God, what a tiresome 10 minutes. Always makes me chuckle when I miss the first trade, then 1 tick tickle on the second. Yeah, the market do be fucking with you. You're not crazy, Daz. Maybe there is an algorithm. Come on. Don't run away. I'm still waiting. Twice I could have been done for the day. Ah, well, what can you do? Please don't make me trade off initial balance again today. Didn't go well yesterday. See if it's gonna push higher, like above that high that it put in there. Nice, back down into the range. Maybe we'll get another chance. Looks like there's exhaustion on the CVD, really. Like, see how the CVD hasn't broke this high, but price has. Price has. That's exhaustion. So we're getting absorption of. Actually, no, we got a little bit of absorption of the sellers, but exhaustion of the buyers. Yeah, it's profitable, obviously. It's just more so of like, I want my value level trades. Yeah, if that high breaks, then I'm like probably not getting the trade, and I'll have to wait for something initial balance wise. Most likely. If we push, well, really, if we just push and break like outside of value, like outside of the value area high, and break like new highs on the day, which looks like maybe about to happen. We'll see. Like I say, look at the CVD. There's not actually really much buying pressure to the upside. So we whipped back down. The Fabio poof. Buyer. Boom. Still way below that high on the CVD, look. So there is exhaustion, but it might not hold. There's the value area high. So if we break above the developing session value area high, then it's like I'm kind of like, okay, probably not getting that long from down there. How long's that value area low been down there for? Not that long. Last 5 minutes, probably. Buyer stepping in the value area high. Let's see if they follow through or not, if they get absorbed. Yeah, I wish, Daz. Yeah, pretty healthy buying there. New high of day incoming. Let's go ahead and take that limit buy off for now. I'm going to stay on the mini contracts just because I think I'll probably most likely have to take a mini again. Oh, nice, duds. Stormin, welcome. Buyers, 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 buyers. So down here is like most likely going to be initial balance low, really. Oh, Fucking price ticked right as I was drawing it. That's going to be initial bounce low. Can I do the magnet thing if I hold this? Shift? No, it doesn't do it. Is there a... There'll be a way that you can like toggle magnet on and off. I turned it off because it does my head in when I'm drawing stuff. My handle's Audio Geek because before I didn't know how to... Oh, okay. According to YP, we should short. Why's that? Never mind. What was your thought process there, Duds? I'm gonna up my max circle size a bit. Oh, we made the new high, yeah. Yeah, IB has got 12.5 minutes until it's formed. Oh, okay. The daily average true range was like 120. What's the average true range of this initial balance at the moment? 20, so like a 1/6. What's a sixth as a percentage? Like 17.5%? Give or take. 16.5. I'll go long around 25-50% of the IB. Yeah, I don't use the quadrants. People do use like the midpoint, definitely. I don't know how many people use like the 25-75% of initial balance, but I know that midpoint is fairly, like, some people use it. I think the most common way is just the high and the low. That's the method I use. Buyers are running out of steam here, though. They're trying, but I mean, they got absorbed at that high. They just came in now, but don't look like they had much of a push. If it does drop all the way back into value, I'll go ahead and long from down here again. Do you know how to draw the volume profile to go right to the minute? When I draw the profile, I get the seconds as well. I'm not sure, Stormin. I think if I do sometimes get the seconds actually, but I just redraw it. But I only typically get that if I'm drawing like. I always notice it if I get when I draw the overnight profile. Weirdly enough, I've never had it with like the current session developing profile or anything like that. But yeah, I would just like adjust it or redraw it if it were me. We have a little bit of a node building right under what may potentially be the initial bounce high. It's about where you put it on the candle. If you zoomed in too close, okay, thanks, Daz. If you want negative RR, use 25%. Monster passive buyer at 9:45 Eastern. I rode him up to current developing high. What's CDH? Passive buyer at 9:45 Eastern. Oh, here. They absorbed all these sellers. God, I need a piss. I'm going for a piss really quick since it's not anywhere of note for me. Ugh, yeah, no initial balance high. Oh, bang my desk. Might be in for a long session today. We'll see. Still got 6 minutes until initial balance is formed. And it's right at the high. Okay, what did Trump tweet? Trump threatens to fire Powell. That was 3 minutes ago, though. God, that's a lot of buying and selling and go on more so buying. They all got absorbed. Seller got absorbed also, though. Buyers are still in control, obviously. This initial balance will be a bit larger now, won't it? It'll be like more in the 30 to 40 point range. Oh. I mean, it's closer to 30. So it's like 25% of the daily average true range. Two days in a row where we've barely, I mean, during my trading window, past 2 days, we haven't touched a single value area level. We fell just short of that overnight value area high. Technically didn't touch it though. Very rare. Obviously, we've got initial balance to play with shortly. 3 minutes, and my voice is dying. Also, at Top Step X have added like sound alerts. You can put custom sound alerts on like your order filled noises. I may have a play with that at some point. Any suggestions for order filled sounds for like your stop loss getting hit, your TP getting hit? Buyers got absorbed at the top there. Fireworks for TP and fart for a stop loss. SPY gamma exposure of 7,000, and that's 733. That was a clean move. 7033. Oh, okay. So basically right there. Screaming R sound you see on shorts. Right, initial balance is literally going to be like the 929 high. Great. There it is, and it's instantly been tested. Oh, hello. There you go. That's what happens when initial buy gets formed. We see everyone stepping in finally. That's so cool to see. Like we had all these, but like look at the size of that buy order, right? As initial balance high got formed and then broke. So absorption there at the initial balance high. Absorption of buyers and sellers getting aggressive. Trying to push that lower. Duds has got a buy limit at 50%. battle happening here. Sellers are winning it though. At the moment. Ooh, never mind. I have to zoom in so much to see the fucking bubbles. The babbles. I have to like really widen the candles out. Ugh. So yeah, seems like all the big players were just waiting for initial bounce high to form, just like us. Why does absorption happen with big bubbles, not with small bubbles? It can happen with small bubbles. It's just more so about like where the bubbles are on the candle. Like if you see this let me like widen these up loads. If you see that, like obviously we have this buyer at the top end of this candle, at like the wick of this candle, and this candle closed down. So this buyer obviously got absorbed, and this seller was aggressive and had a result. Only to down here though, then obviously some more buyers stepped in, pushed it higher. This seller got absorbed. This buyer was aggressive. When I say aggressive, I mean like successful. Yeah, less about the bubble size for like absorption. There we go, we got a big buyer there. Trying to push this above initial balance high. Do you trade D? I only trade ES, Ahmed. I'll mark up levels on NQ just to like send them out in my Substack, but I don't really fuck with gold at all, to be honest. I know that Cami does say that gold can be quite good for the value levels, but personally I've just never really messed with gold. I like the like stock indices really more than like the metals. I have more experience with the stock indices. So that big buyer got absorbed. Seller was successful. I honestly don't even mind shorting that if it retests the initial balance high. With like a 5-point stop. I want to see what happens at value area high here. Yeah, so we got a lot of sellers absorbed at value area high. So I'm going to step back up and push this probably through initial balance high, I reckon, this time. Let's see. I'm not entering that trade. It was an idea, but Yeah, that would be nice, Daz. My reason for the short idea is basically just fading because we obviously all these buyers got absorbed here, so we can sellers were in control from the initial balance high. And if we fail here, where is the most likely place that buyers are going to step back in? Well, it's when we go back into the value area, where we go back into where 70% of the participants were. Also lines up with that high where those buyers were also. The fact that the CVD is also, I see. Oh wait, like I say, those sellers got absorbed. Part of me really does want to short from that initial balance high. But the fact those sellers got absorbed, the buyer was fairly successful. We got another buyer here. I don't know. I'm a very well may short from initial balance high just for a little scalp, like a 5 point scalp to basically where this seller was, but. Pissing in the wind. Okay. Yeah, buyers aren't managing to push it back higher. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the short from up there. If it can get me. I may cancel that order, though. I don't really say this often, but don't fucking copy my trades, boys. Just because I'm entering doesn't mean you should. I don't win all my trades. Okay, I'm breaking through value area now. Do you reckon we'll get this long? I'm open to it. ES in New York is good, but on other sessions makes me very sick. Dead volume. Yeah, no, that does make sense. That does make sense. Yeah, I may join you, Daz. But I'll probably be cheeky and go from the overnight value area low again. Or from the current session low. Still got my short there. I'll still take it. I'll just take a clean 1-to-1 towards current session value area high. I'll actually get out a tick in front of it probably, but it'll probably tick up if we get up there anyway, so. But we do have, like, you can see, look at the CVD, by the way. Like, if we do break this high, the CVD is definitely on our side as far as saying, like, buyers are not behind this push higher. And you can see that also by the fact that there's no big trades there. That's another thing that, this is like what I talk about this in my most recent video that's going to come out hopefully tomorrow if I can get it all edited and stuff enough, is that I don't use order flow as a confirmation. I use it to read the market. I don't wait for an order flow signal. So, like, I don't wait for a big trade bubble to print and then go, like, right, okay, I'm entering because of that big trade bubble. I use it to read. There's no other way to put it. I read the order flow. Like, I read the intent behind what people are trying to do and then the result of what is actually happening to inform my trade decisions. It doesn't confirm. It does sometimes. See, it does confirm all, but it's difficult. It's not confirmation per se. It's more confidence. Seeing order flow support my trade idea gives me more confidence and makes me more likely to take it. Not seeing order flow support my trade idea sometimes causes me to not take the trade, but not always. It depends how solid the trade looks, just purely from the volume profile perspective. But this trade, honestly, isn't like super amazing as far as volume profile is concerned. But order flow, it is, and like the fact that the initial balance failed there. We'll see. Looks like we might get filled shortly. Point away. Value area high did tick up. 2 ticks up, actually. Let's see if I get burnt or not. Like I say, look at the CVD. Oh, shit. Sorry, I just need the mic. The pressure that we have to the upside is far less than the pressure we had 10-15 minutes ago when we were at initial bounce high. It's even lower. So that, honestly, in my eyes, makes this fade even more likely. And the fact that we have no buyers behind it, no big trades. But obviously that can change. We might get filled and then buyers might explode and say, like, no, we're fucking pushing this bitch now that it's at initial bounce high. They just didn't when we approached it. Which in that case, like, okay, I'll just get fucked then. No worries. No problem. Starting to get filled, though. ES. Looking at you. Drum tweet. New candle, come on. Pop up there. Do. Ugh. Oh, I'm hungry now. Always something. Where will I may as well draw my break-even fib on there, actually, to 26. That'll be a short. So yeah, pretty much right before that value area high gets tagged, I'll be at break-even. Buyer stepped in there, doesn't seem to have much follow-through. Come on, how close did that get, by the way? Like a point off? Yeah, a point off. Pray for me, boys. I need a piss again. No, this is a nervous piss. mind, I thought I had a template set, I don't. Oh wait, it's on this, I think. Is this the template? Oh, don't tank now, son of a bitch. No, that's not the template either. God knows where it is. Time for a prostate check, honestly. Yeah, bro, I broke the seal. Would you do the honors, Scuzzman? You know, we're all guys here. Help a brother out. If I get to 100,000 subs, we'll do a live prostate check. I have fat fingers. Oh, that's no problem at all. Where the fuck's my... Oh, don't tell me that... Is it done it again? Is my screen froze right as I've gotten filled? I didn't get filled, but it did freeze. Got it back up and running. It fell a tick short on me by the looks of it. Don't know what's up with it recently, doing that shit to me. Gonna give me a heart attack one of these days. That Iran one was so funny, the Iran news, where it got like a news spike and it like plummeted to TP and I was just completely unaware because my screen froze. Okay, there we go, filled on that. At long last. And now we wait. Ugh. Do your worst, ES. Do your damn worst. Let me put the mic over here. I can barely read chat. One tick tickle. Yeah, almost one tick tickled. Seller. I can just about see the fucking screen. Need to get my glasses checked. Do. Uh-oh. The seller got absorbed. Value area high shifted quite a bit higher, which is annoying. Oh, there we go. Seller followed through a little bit. Yeah, value area high is really creeping up, actually, isn't it? It's a pain. It's now at 27.75. So, like, there. It's only 3 ticks. I'll just move to break even at my 90%. What I will do, actually, this is what I'll do. Once we get to, like, sort of 28.50, I'll go to, like, just above this high. And then I'll go to break even, obviously, like, at 26.50. So I only need it to get to here. Let me draw a trend line, actually. Okay, never mind. I'll just fucking move it. Jesus. Yeah, we got sellers there. I'll move to 33.50. Half that risk. The update's pretty fast, God of War. Also, good morning. As far as I'm aware, it updates pretty fast. Be a shame if these sellers get absorbed now. You can see on the CVD they're definitely getting absorbed. I honestly think I might just go to break even when we break this low. It's 27.75. We'll see. Platform on the left is Project X. Yeah. Well, it's Top Step X. Yeah, you have to get an account with them, obviously. Why don't you use MotiveWave to trade as well? Because my accounts are with Top Step, and Top Step force you to trade on Top Step X. The bastards. But to be fair, like I think Daz said before, like it is actually kind of nice trading on charting on a different platform to the one that you are executing on. It kind of does. I do think there's psychological benefits to not being able to see your open P&L unless you like directly look at it. Let me move this across so I can see the fill. Actually, wait, no, I won't just yet. I'll move it back across there because it always fucks in my eyes seeing it there. Oh, buy got absorbed there. That's nice. That's the value area low. See it confidently get below that and then I'll go to break even. I'm just gonna go to break even now. I don't want to see that. I'll go one tick into break even right at that high where those buyers got absorbed. I don't want to see this like pop up from value area low. I'll happily take a break even there. Because like I say, value area high, I meant not low. Value area high was my initial target. And that's moved a lot higher, so. I just realised you boys can't even see the candles. Flush, go on. Down. See, buyers are stepping in at this value area high. This is exactly what I was worried about. It's okay though, I'm at break even. Free trade. I'm going to move it a tick lower than that also. 2 ticks into profit. Cover a load of commissions. Is there a news or time rule in Lucid? Good question. I think so. My P&L isn't moved. Okay, yeah, I was going to say. What would this have been if I took it to value area high? If I took it to there? Yeah, it was less than a tricky trade. It's okay. I'll take the full TP or I'll take the break-even stop. It's fine. Yeah, break-even stop. So got like what, 30? Oh, $30. Okay. It's a shame that like look when I entered. It's the issue with target and developing profiles. They move, the levels move. Yeah, look at how much higher it moved. Like almost 2 points higher, pretty much. And you can see them buyers stepped in exactly there. But Valid fade. It was just unfortunate that the value area high moved higher. So happily break even there. Today I was mistakenly in a trade at New York Open and it went to my TP in seconds, been showing only a quarter of my TP, so I've been worried. I would contact support, Mr. God of War. Now I'll tank, yeah, probably. Yeah, it was a good read. It was just a shame that the level moved, but that's such is the it's the nature of developing profile levels, right? They fucking move. Let me go ahead and screenshot that. And just note that I got out of break even. Save. Right, we'll call it a day there, boys. It's pretty much bang on 11 o'clock. Break-even trade. So we had a loser yesterday. Did we have a win? What day is it? Did we have a winning trade on Monday? I think we did. Not sure, though. Don't quote me. Just a quick one. My current value area high, developing value area high is different to yours. Do you draw it differently? Mine is 7032. I'm willing to bet I know why. Let me just... Any chance yours looks like that, Ahmed? If so, it's because you're on TradingView, most likely. This is MotiveWave. So this is a tick-based, or this is a tick-based or tick volume-based chart, or volume profile, sorry, not chart. And what you saw me using before, which is this is a tick data-based chart. So this chart that I'm using, which is you need like order flow platforms to get access to this type of volume profile. Like MotiveWave, which is what I'm on. And this is a volume profile that is based on the actual executions of trades. This volume profile, which is a tick volume profile, is counting each individual tick in each candle and plotting that, using that to plot the volume profile, which is a little less accurate. As you can see the difference, like this profile is kind of misleading, honestly, because it's saying that the POC is there, but it's not. It's there based on the actual trades. It actually is gonna tank, innit? Right, I'm gonna call it a day. But yeah, that's why yours is different, Ahmed. If you're on TradingView, you can't get access to this profile that I'm using, which now has flipped actually. So, better not drop now. I'm betting it will. It'll be a bastard. I don't care though. I'm happily a break even there because it didn't look good. But I'm going to go, boys. I'll catch you tomorrow, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Exact same time every single day. So I'll catch you then. Catch you later, boys.